L&L. L&L. Woo, woo, woo. Love and Live show. It's hot, 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 taste it hot. I'm ready. Love and Live. Let's go. Love and Live show. Yeah. Motivation speakers. Yeah. Positive affirmations. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Elijah always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and Live empire bringing all the heat. Wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite to truth. Have you woo? Elijah, favorite nephew. Lenora, she know it's the truth. Adriana, Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it, listen.
It's the love and live show.
Love and Live.
It's the love and live.
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up, please stay. Love and live. Get up, please stay. Love and live.
Love and Live. Each day as if it was your last. Yep. Visit Love and Live shots.com.
everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Hello,
Welcome
hello.
in. All right, you already know what time it is. Every Wednesday here on the Love and Live show, we do a little bit of relationship advice, and this week is no different. All right. So, Queen Lenore, how you feeling today?
What's going on with you? I'm feeling good. Can't wait to hear these relationship questions because somebody's not newly married around here, thinking he knows everything.
I don't know if that's even a conversation.
That's what I heard.
But anyway,
who did I hear from? Elia.
we got somebody.
That's who I've heard it from. Who was it?
We got somebody in.
Oh, you don't want to talk about it?
Chat.
Oh, now you want to.
We're going to have to get into a different topic. We got some folks in the chat. We're going to go ahead and welcome in. Start from the top. We got... Yo, it's your boy Leo. Get it. And we got Leo in the building. What's going on, Leo? How are you doing today? All right. He said hi. And he also said congrats. Thank you so much, Leo. Really appreciate it. We got somebody who's all about a bank. We've got Rob Allbanks. Hey, family. Congratulations to the newlyweds.
Yes.
All right. How you doing, Rob? Nice to see Mr. Rob Allbanks in the chat. Leo said, get it. You know the vibes. What's going on?
Yes.
All right. So, Rob is in here. Leo is in here. Rob is saying, how y'all doing? Doing pretty good today.
Yeah. Besides you like bothering me, we are doing great.
Rob said he's doing great over there as well.
Really? You're not bothering him, that's why.
And I wouldn't necessarily say I wouldn't even go as far as even saying I could even possibly bother you. It's just not that kind of party. I mean,
but you do it.
I just don't get down with that.
But you do it
I know
daily.
some people, they might tend to, bother you and stuff like that. I personally wouldn't say I'm that kind of guy.
But you are.
But with that being said,
you are.
With that being said,
so why don't you tell people how you feel about being a new husband? You went from being a boyfriend to a fiance to now a husband. How is marriage life treating you?
I mean, it all don't really. It's not like anything is jarring. I think it takes a little bit more time to really settle in. Right now, it's great. It's fine. It's dandy.
No, okay.
I know, of course, there's more realizations that you come to, or further understandings that you kind of come to grips with, or start to understand about, knowing your role or whatever it may be. But in terms of right now, it's still work in progress. Things are still changing. Things are still, coming together, I would say.
No, okay.
But it's definitely a great time.
Great time. That's good.
Wedding was fun. Everybody says how things are with the wedding. Like, oh my gosh, my wedding. That wedding went by so
It did.
fast.
It was like a blink of an eye.
I don't know how people be like. I can understand it because it's it's a highlight. It's a big moment. But people be 80 years old still pondering over their wedding. I'm like, how do you even remember some of the details? Like, we got to record it, so I'm gonna remember a lot of this stuff. But shoot. Before y'all had, good quality video and everything, they be reciting everything. Oh, and little Timmy over there, he did that one thing. He fell on the floor. I'm like, how you remember that?
We have exciting moments in the wedding. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say exciting as, things you wouldn't expect to happen at a wedding.
Yeah.
Is what they have. So that's what those, the loop for them. You didn't have really any of those. Even your minor hiccup in the wedding.
Everything was
smooth. Y'all didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah, I feel like everything was smooth, which was a blessing and very fortunate that it all really did come together the way that it did.
Yeah.
And it's just I feel that it's a very good moment because a lot of people who haven't seen each other in a while are now just meeting each other. Kind of happen, and as both families come together and everything like that. I feel like there's a lot of positivity that could happen with the wedding, and did happen at the wedding. But shoot, I don't know how. I'm telling you, I don't know how people be so many years out still remembering. But there was some moments definitely I could remember, especially me hop skipping and jumping over my vows. So I definitely remember moments like that.
There you go.
But
so as a relationship advisor, what would you tell somebody who's newly getting married about their vows?
Oh, what I would tell them about their vows is best thing to do is have it written down. A lot of people say have it written down. I ignored them, and for some people, if you get it down enough, like you take, let's say, maybe a month, you already had it written down prior to that. You take that month and you over here say it every day, and you can say it word for word, line for line. You probably be all right. Because even if you mess up, you know it by heart. It's not going to be an issue. But if you just kind of like not quite in that room, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Because I had a lot of stuff I meant to say. Then the moment just kind of swept me up, and it didn't go as planned. it didn't. But
and it looked like it didn't go as planned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's what I would recommend. Anybody who's getting married in terms of like wedding stuff, I would say like a lot of people, they put a lot of weight into everything. I think like really take time and try to enjoy everything building up to the wedding, because it definitely gets stressful. So I would say like if you could get ahead of it, that would be great. Like if you already got like a budget or something like that, that'd be great. Don't go over your budget. Don't, because the last thing you want to do is be a month or a couple weeks before the wedding, and you're like, oh, how is this gonna happen? How am I gonna make this happen? You don't want to be in that position. So if you already are, especially on like whoever's proposing on their side, you already kind of thinking about this, kind of have some stuff put to the side and be like, all right, this is gonna be the wedding fund. Within X amount of months, I know I'll definitely be there, so I'm going to plan it for maybe a couple months ahead of that. But yeah, I mean, it's just simple stuff. But we got to get into the chat. We got House of X Entertainment. We stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. We got House of X in the building.
Yeah.
All right, said you in the big pool now.
I'll see. I've been telling y'all he been in the pool.
All right, Leo, he's talking about your hair look nice.
Oh, thank you.
House of X said, did anyone go in the pool for a mess at the wedding?
No, they should have been. There was one person that definitely should have been.
House of X said, did you jump the broom?
Well, we didn't have a broom. We
Oh,
didn't
we
think
didn't
about
have
no
no
broom,
broom.
did we? There was no broom thought about.
All right, Leo said, Miss Love and Live, it's okay to smile. And Leo said, nah, he didn't write down. Nah, he didn't write it down. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
Y'all should have saw him. It was so funny to me. Only because I know him. If I didn't know him, I'd be like, what's wrong with him?
yeah, but it was but a moment. I feel like everything went. It was great. It all came together very nicely.
See how he slipped over his mistake?
Well,
It was just a moment. That was a moment we was there for. So you can say, oh, but it's a moment. But it was a moment that we were all there for. We was there for that moment. So to act like that moment was irrelevant is crazy. You know what I mean? It's but a moment. It was a relevant moment. Okay.
I couldn't say it was irrelevant at all because, well, for one, everybody was there. It was an audience.
Oh, really?
And then there was countless comments and stuff that was told to me after. So I couldn't, even try to begin to brush over something like that. It definitely happened.
Yeah.
But it was still very great.
It was a beautiful wedding, regardless of.
Yeah.
Everything. Oh, it was but a moment.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful wedding. It was awesome. It was tear jerking. You got to laugh. You got to smile.
And you got to eat too.
Well, I didn't eat.
I know you didn't, but
they did feed them. They did feed the people. I didn't eat, but they did.
I was hungry. I had to eat. I was really gonna try not to eat, and then I'm seeing everybody eating and like, it's like I'm not taking pictures or nothing right now. Let me go eat. And I had to get me some grub. So I was hungry.
I would figure you'd be hungry.
I woke up and shoot, it was just like go, 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 go. So then at that moment, that was like the first time things kind of calmed down and stopped for a second. I'm like, oh man, there's food right here and I'm not eating. This is not even sounding right. This equation don't even add up.
Yeah, so
Then
he
I had-
ate apparently.
I even had a piece of cake.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah.
I was like, which one did you have? The pineapple or the raspberry?
Well, the piece of cake I had was the cake that was cut.
Oh, okay.
But
cut.
no, the piece that was cut that we ate.
Oh, you ate the whole one.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I put it down and someone was like, "Oh, whose cake is this?" So I finished. I was like, "That was my cake."
Don't be touching my cake. That's my cake. What you
But,
looking at my cake for?
But yeah, it all came together brilliantly. But we do have some topics to get into today.
Okay, sorry.
And so Queen Lenore don't ever know the title or the thumbnail. And now, you know, of course, now I'm coming at things with a different perspective.
Oh.
A more evolved perspective.
Oh, you're more involved.
Even though I'm the same.
Oh my goodness, y'all! He is more involved.
Because, you know, as a young married man, I think there's a
Oh, I can't wait to hear
get
this.
into
Yes.
different situations. But for the title, it says she's enraged over a Facebook post. All right, she's enraged over a Facebook post. Think about that. Think about any reason like somebody would be upset over a Facebook post. Would you be mad over a Facebook post? Could anybody even post something that would make you mad on Facebook?
If I'm looking at Facebook, I guess maybe.
Oh, okay.
You know, I can get mad quickly, and so it doesn't take much to do it.
It just don't mean nothing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna respond off of the Facebook post. Those are questions.
But it
for
might
me.
get you mad though.
Yeah, I'd be like, there's a little son of a biscuit that needs me to come over there and pop them.
Well, as you can see right here, it says Facebook post gone wrong. We're gonna move our head out the way. Gone wrong. So
Okay.
imagine that Facebook post was not doing what it was.
I'm
supposed
ready.
to do.
Are we gonna talk about it right now?
No, we're not talking about that one right
Oh,
now. So the one that we are talking about though is a rather different situation. All right, and this right here is a young couple. All right, boyfriend and girlfriend. They're new to being with each other, but they're definitely well versed in life. They're all coming about like their mid-30s, right?
okay.
And so they've been dating for a while. Then they decide, all right, let's take the next step. Boyfriend, girlfriend, blah blah blah. But here they are with an issue. Like she feels this is coming in from her perspective. So she feels like, you know, they were in their honeymoon phase. Everything was going good. Hand holding, kissing, hugging, loving, all that good stuff, right? But you know, things slowly start to shift, and one day she was over at his house, right? And so they were just playing around, having different conversations, and the conversation had come up with something like, you know, what if I was in a coma for a long time? That's like over 10 years or something like that, or you know, like long term, or no, not 10 years, 5 years in a coma. That's what it was. So that's the conversation was like, you know, somewhere where we just not gonna be able to, you know, be connected anymore. And she had just played the joke, and she said, well, by that time I'd have to find another hand to hold. And so, you know, she was joking. She thought it was playful, but apparently that wasn't the right thing to say to him at that time. And he
Was he going in a coma?
he wasn't. He's not in a coma. Nowhere near.
Was he going to go in a
No,
coma?
not nowhere near. This is a hypothetical situation. This is not even real life.
Oh.
We over here playing like, oh yeah, if I was in a, like, oh, what would you do? Just a random conversation, right? And so then it comes to, you know, their relationship with the coma subject, and she said, oh, I might have to find another hand on it. Playing with him though, but he got hot and ready, like a little Caesar's pizza over this conversation. And after she said that, he proceeded to kick her out of the house. He said, get out, go back to your mama's house.
Oh.
Because I'm not dealing with this, right?
Oh.
And, you know, she was shocked by this, like we're, you know, coming to the realization that he was actually serious. And so he kicked her out over this comment she had made. And then I think somewhere along the lines, they've been, you know, texting or whatever it may be, and they kind of discussing breaking up. So, what would you feel about this whole situation? Like, is you feel like it's justified for him to be as angry as he was about this? Do you feel like there's something else to it? you know, what are you feeling? What are you feeling? I don't know. If something like this happened to me, I'd be like, what is going on?
First
Rob
of
said he
all,
driving.
okay, Rob. First of all, it's not even making sense. Like,
not even adding up.
No, it's not. Like, if you ain't going in a coma, there ain't no plans for nobody to
Mhm.
put you in a coma. I don't know why this got to be such a serious conversation. Because we don't know what we would do. She might not last 2 months. She might last 20 years.
Yeah.
You don't know until you're in that predicament. So to take it that way is ridiculous. And once you kicked me out the house, we were broken up. So there would have been no text messaging on the conversation. We're through. I'm kicked out the house. Peace. I'm not, because we're not going to play that game either, where you just get up, hair up your butt and decide to kick me out the house. So we would have broke up that day. So I don't know why we texted back and forth about it, because I don't have to do with childish behaviors. And yes, that is a childish behavior. And it's just ridiculous. And I don't care if it's a woman doing the same thing, because women do those same things, get mad over something that ain't there and just be upset. And we don't actually know how we're going to act. We can assume how we're going to act. I can say, I'm going to be with you the whole 20 years you're in a coma. Till you come back to life. And I might not make it 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because I've never been in that situation.
Yeah.
But to take something serious on something that we don't really know the truth about anyway.
And it's playful, though.
But even if she was playful or not playful, she was serious, she might said that and be like, never touch another man's hand again. You don't know. She don't know. And for you to get mad about something, one, that's hypothetical. Two, ain't nobody was serious about the conversation. And three, on something that ain't never happened.
Yeah. I think, to me, in this situation,
we just wanted to break up. You just didn't want to do it.
I think he had some other stuff going on, some other, like, you know, probably was already tired of her. And this was just, you know, the straw that broke the camel's back. It was just that point. Like, all right, I was already not feeling her. Then she got the nerve to say this. Oh, get out of here. And you do it in the most disrespectful way. But I feel like, you know, this was just validating for him. You know, this was probably that one last thing that was just like, oh, you know what? This is my way out of this situation.
I'm just stupid.
And so, you know, I think,
because now you got your closure. She's in a whirlwind and confused state. Like, what the heck just happened? We was playing, and now you got serious on something that may never ever happen.
Well, it's already.
And then you could be with a woman who said yes, and she might not. Oh, he in a coma and leave that day.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, you know, to me, again, it's ridiculous to me. It's more like immature, and I think age is a number, but they're, you know, not everybody's gonna act their age or whatever that may mean to people. But I think as you come to kind of the maturity you want to be in your 30s, you want to be on a level of maturity where you can at least handle this situation differently. I think just kind of like blowing up like that and then just, you know, just leaving it alone, I think this is just not the right way to handle it. And as her on the receiving end of things, I think, you know, it's going to be hard, but you just got to move on from this situation. Because
move on, girl. Get
even
your good
if,
man.
say, they're not going to break up. Or,
break up, girl.
Yeah,
get
exactly.
your good
Let's
man.
say y'all are not discussing a breakup. I would definitely say it's time for you to move on. I mean, to me, that's not something you should really have to deal with, because it's one thing to get upset. It's one thing to blow up and all that. But you take it as far as not kicking them out of the house. That doesn't set a good precedent in terms of long term. Because let's say y'all do get, you know, more intertwined with each other's lives. You can't just up and kick somebody out. So I don't think that's the route you should take. But yeah, it just seemed like he was acting up with that and was looking for a reason to cut things off. That's how I feel about this situation.
Cut it off.
But
let it go.
For this next one, I think
Rob said, driving and listening. Thank you, Rob.
We appreciate you being in here, Rob. Truly do. And thank you for all the kind comments that you were saying, Rob. I've been catching them on the YouTube and even on the community post. So really appreciate it. We got somebody in here. We got Chill Will Crew. Chill Will Crew in here.
Hey, how you
Say
doing?
hello, you are. How you doing, Chill Will Crew? Welcome in.
How's everything
nice
going?
to see you
yes.
in the building. All right. We're doing good over here. We just discussed a situation where They were having a playful conversation, and all of a sudden he just got upset and kicked her out of the house. Told her to go back to her mama's house. So yeah, that's what we were just discussing. And you know, the comment was just based on, oh, what if I went into coma? They were having kind of coma conversations, how it affected family, this, that, and the other. And then it came to their relationship, and she jokingly said, oh, I'll probably have to find another hand to hold. And so after that,
took it seriously.
It just went left. But Chill Will Crew said, all is well, thanks. So nice to see you. And Chill Will said, wow, that's deep, dang.
Exactly.
It's a wild situation. This one is a little bit more surface level. There's not as much details, but I'm sure Queen Lenora is definitely gonna want to jump in and leave a comment on this one. All right. So we have a couple that's been together for 10 years. So they are coming up on a little bit before mid, I would say probably early 30s. So that would say, they've been together from their early 20s, 23, 24, coming up now into their 30s. Queen Lenora has her hand up, but she can't get into it. Just hold on just a little bit longer. So we have this couple that's been together for 10 years, right? And so the young lady in this situation is coming through with this question, and she wants to know, how long does she have to wait? You might ask, what is she waiting for? She's waiting for the ring. All right. She's coming and asking, we've been together for 10 years. We're happy. We have a good, healthy life. Everything is good. I'm comfortable. This is everything I want. But I'm just wondering, when is he going to propose? Like, when are we going to actually get married? What would you recommend for this young lady in this situation, Queen Lenora?
Leave.
They said, our best friends just got married, and it was extremely triggering for her, and she almost left after the ceremony. She said she would have never knew that she would have did that on that moment or that day, but it was triggering for her. Like, it was kind of like, a moment of clarity or realization. I've actually been together 10 years and we're not at this point. And most likely the friend group, or these friends that had got together, probably have not been together for as long as they have. But how do you feel about that, Queen?
Your standards are low. And
Okay.
You have made your standards known how low they are. So he doesn't even have to try. A man should know if he wants to marry you quickly. Like, I'm not going to put it like, do a big proposal for the woman, so we might wait a year or two. I just can't date nobody that long. But a lot of times, people, the reason that makes a difference for me can't wait that long compared to somebody else is we ain't having sex before marriage. So you ain't getting your cake and figure out if you want to put some frosting on it or not. Nope. You ain't getting nothing. You still got some eggs, the flour, the milk, the vanilla, the oil. You still got to put all that together in there just to even make it happen. So, yeah, I'm going to be proposed to. That's just what it is. You don't have any standards, and you allow 10 years of your time to be wasted. That's on you. He know he ain't got a wrestler, and he might know that you ain't the one. But he's like, right now, I'm happy and satisfied until I'm bumping to the one that's the right one. And after he leaves you or you break up with him, I guarantee you he'll probably be married within a year. Because that's usually what happens.
And yeah,
and
women get really upset. But you have to think, and like, you really do have to think. It's also like a time thing. Again, 10 years. 10 years is steep. And of course, if you're getting with somebody at such a young age, you feel very bonded and connected. We look very fond on, especially our earlier stages of life. So you might be like, oh, this is just the greatest relationship. But I think, as things evolve, 10 years is a long time. Like, you have to think, because in that span, I don't know if they have children, but 10 years is very significant. That's like, very, very, very significant.
Those goes with reaching for a marriage.
Exactly.
10 years. Like, we've been married 10 years. But now I want to be. I've been with you for 10 years. No, I want to know that you're my husband. I've been your wife for 10 years.
Exactly.
Everybody knows who I am. Like my ring, I got a ring line 10. I mean, it's lighter over here. Am I lighter? It might not because my little fingers got me. But lighter right here. You know, it is something that you want. But also, I would have to ask, did he say he ever wanted to get married? Because he might have said, I don't ever want to get married, and you're just waiting to be waiting, and you had that selfish moment at your friend's wedding because you want it to be about you. And I'm going to always stick to that because sometimes men are upfront and say, I don't ever want to get married, so they ain't thinking about it. If we happy this way, why should we ruin it? Because everybody we know got married and got a divorce, and I don't want to be one of those numbers. I don't want to have that on my track. And we doing good. So I really need more conversation on it.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes to as well. It's just...
Yeah, because you might be doing all this, and we all jumping down his throat about it, but he probably already told you, I don't want to get married. That's not what I want. You had a choice and an opportunity to be like, well, I don't want this relationship, so peace.
And he probably could have alluded to it without even saying it directly. I mean, I think...
what?
Saying that, oh, I'm not the marriage type, or, you know, different stuff could have been said or done. This is 10 years, so you would know his intentions. So to me, it's more.
And it should have been a conversation piece when you were dating before y'all even,
even if it wasn't.
In 10 years, you should have.
In those first 5 years.
First year.
That first
you should have known.
I feel that conversation is kind of already.
The only time I say 3 and now put it on them is because they was young. You would start off legal age to get married on your own at 20-something. No, you should have already asked that question. Do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? What do you want in the future? These are normal conversations. They ain't not even hounding. These are normal conversations to see if we even click or match up.
No, I feel like this is a conversation like that is, to me, really crucial. I mean, even during, like you saying, dating phase, but let alone, let's say, all right, y'all take the next step. Well, you guys, of course, have to have some prospect for the future. Like, what's the conversation? What are y'all talking about? If it's been just 10 years and, I mean, there's has to be some kind of progress. And y'all living together or something like that. So this needs to be kind of already known or stated what you guys have going on. And it could be that it's already stated. And again, like Queen Lenore was saying, it could be coming from a stance where it's like, maybe not wanting to believe it or in denial about the situation, or he expressed how he feels but you are trying to force a different outcome, whatever it may be. I think it's really safe to say she knows what's going on in the situation now. After she stormed off and everything, she knows where she should pretty much go. I mean, if you don't want to be with him, don't be with him. If you want to continue and go on for 20, then do that. But I think, you know, that is a very telling moment. If you broke down during that moment, during somebody else's moment, so, you know, that was already kind of selfish for you to do. But it happened. You can't help what already happened. So I think there has to be some reflection on that moment. You got to be feeling some type of way. And it might just be time for you to move on. We got to welcome somebody in, though. All right. We've got... Created with Tug, the Unleashed Crafter. All right, Tug in the building saying, hey, Love and Live Show, my sisters.
Hey, sisters.
Our favorite nephew, congratulations. Hey, chat, thank you so much, Tug. So nice to see you. All right, so nice to see you in here, Tug. We were just talking about this situation where they've been together for 10 years. From, you know, like 20, 23, 24, all the way now to 30s. And
he ain't proposed.
Yeah, and she just went to one of their friends. It's both of their friends, and they just recently got married. And during that time at the ceremony, she decided to storm off because she was having a moment.
A moment that she. When am I gonna be able to have this beautiful wedding? When is it gonna be about me? Like, I don't know why it's not about me. At my best friend's wedding, our friend associate wedding. I want it to be about me. Everybody's looking at her, but what about me? That's how I feel it happened.
That's how you build the whole situation.
That's how I'm building the whole situation. Because these are questions that should have been asked, dealt with so long ago. Not at a friend's wedding. You want to have a meltdown because you're at a wedding. You knew you were going to this wedding, and did you bring it up then? I mean, there's a whole bunch of reasons. Tuck said, he's not. He's not going to. He went to the wedding. She wants him to propose. They've been together for 10 years, and she wants him to propose to her. But we don't know if they ever had a conversation about it. We don't know. All I know is she went to they went to the wedding. She saw the beautiful wedding and got emotional and wanted just to get up and leave and make a dramatic scene at somebody else's wedding because you didn't get proposed to from your dude for 10 years. Okay? I'm just saying. Things you could have did when, she got proposed to? When is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Why we can't say
he's
that?
not going to. It's just not happening. She said, yeah, he's not going to. Yeah, he's not going
ain't
to
nowhere
propose.
near trying to propose.
He's not going
As
to.
I said, tell him bye. Like, you did that. And don't blame him. Blame yourself because you did it. Because you allowed it. When people fail to understand, there's things that we allow and things that we don't allow. You allowed to be in this relationship for 10 years with this person and nothing went further. And that's not on him. That's not on him. Even if he never told you, that's still not on him because you have a mouth to open up to say, hey, what about me?
And that's true. I feel like that
what are
stands.
you looking for? I want to be married sometime. What do you feel about marriage? Do you believe in marriages? How do you feel about? These are things that you would just think somebody would ask these questions.
I feel like it would come up just naturally.
That's what I'm saying.
It just naturally would come up. We got to welcome somebody in, especially within 10 years. But she's precious to us. We've got Precious Pieces. Precious Pieces is in the building saying, hey, y'all. How you doing, Precious Pieces? So nice to see you in here. But, yeah. Tuck, she said it. Yeah, he's not going to propose.
Not even a little bit.
It's not even going.
Not even a little bit.
And
he wasn't
Precious
thinking
Pieces
about it.
just
He tried
stepped
to
in.
wonder why you having an emotional meltdown. Because he probably already told you we ain't getting married.
And yeah, anybody just coming in, the situation that we were talking about is young couple being together for 10 years, and she's wondering why he hasn't proposed. They went to one of their friends' wedding, and during that time she had a little bit of breakdown and left early. So that's that situation. Kind of wrapping it up, he ain't gonna propose. Tuck said it best. Yeah, he's not going to. He's not going to propose.
Not even a little bit.
But we're gonna go ahead and step into our next one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the title and thumbnail. All right.
Ooh, I've been waiting for this one.
All right. So we already had this brewing in the minds for a moment. All right. She's enraged over a Facebook post. So she's getting upset over the Facebook post. She's enraged over the Facebook post. Who's enraged? What's going on?
Apparently, she is the female.
She is. Okay.
But can we know what she enraged about?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get
enraged.
into it. We have to welcome somebody in. We gotta get well with Wellness with Frugal Mama. Frugal Mama in the building.
Wellness.
Welcome in. How are you doing? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the topic, title, and thumbnail today. So in this situation, we've got a couple of fiancés, right?
A couple what?
Fiancés.
We got a couple of fiancés?
A couple, a couple have engaged.
They're
an
engaged.
Couple. That's a better way to say it. So an engaged couple,
okay.
right? Everything was going good. They were leading up to the wedding. Everything's getting planned. They got money down. Everything's set in motion. And apparently they had got into it and had a falling out. So they decided to do what? Cancel the wedding. So that was a big blowout, of course, between families or whatever it may be, and of course on a personal level, and most likely they got other people's funds involved as they're cutting everything off so close to things. But anyway, this I guess now it's her ex-fiance, and this is coming in from her perspective. She was just getting everything together, trying to get over the debt that's now been caused. They had a honeymoon debt. They went in, of course, debt over the wedding or whatever it may be. So she's getting her money figured out. She's now without a car. And she decides to go and post some of this information on Facebook. So she explains some of her situation, but all of that leading up to her saying she's looking for engaged couples to kind of take their spot because they already have the venue paid for, so they might as well bless somebody with the venue. That's kind of what she was coming at. So she was like, I'm just doing this outreach, explained her situation. If there's any couples, just let me know. Well, she had posted on Facebook it got like 200 likes, bunch of different shares, everything. It actually got pretty big. Mm-hmm. And so all of this had came to actually her mother-in-law, or who would have been her mother-in-law. And she went, and as you can see, she got enraged over this Facebook post. She talking about, how dare you say all this stuff about my son. She just pretty much hit her with the Will Smith, get my son's name out your mouth. And she just verbally it was attacking her.
What did she say about the husband? I thought we were just giving up the...
She was saying all the different details, talking about how he was, he just wasn't a good partner, pretty much. And so, of course, if somebody now saying all this different stuff, and then they're giving something, in the comments is saying stuff like, you're better off without him, all that, just different kind of stuff, trying to be, I guess, more kind to the situation. So, she's responding, engaging with the comments too. So it's not like, this is a one-sided thing. People are just commenting. Nah, she's commenting and is slipping in personal details, or some of the stuff that he was doing, saying that, he had, bad temper, or, just saying different stuff about him, airing out her dirty laundry. So it wasn't exactly unprecedented, but also the mother-in-law, I mean, it's to be argued whether she should have had her approach. But all that to say, this has been happening, and it's just strictly between her and the mother, who would have been her mother-in-law. Her ex hasn't said nothing to her, and she's just been very protective about the situation. But yeah, she responded and saying, "Thank you for showing your true colors, and I'm so grateful he isn't marrying you. He deserved way better than you could ever give him," after she went off on her. And so she says she felt like that was just salt in the wound, because of course she's not happy about the whole situation, and she just felt like that was wrong for the mother-in-law to step out and say what she said. Now, as you can see, I'm only giving some of the details because we don't have all the details. It really, if you look at the whole situation, it's kind of painted really towards her favor, or her being uplifted. So we don't really know anything else. But based off this situation, what would you say? Would you say, who's in the wrong? Mother-in-law in the wrong, or do you feel like she's in the wrong? Or you feel like neither of them are in the wrong? Like, how do you feel about this whole situation as it's playing out through Facebook?
Well, I'm going to try to be as neutral as I can, only because I'm not a fan of airing out all my business on social media.
Yeah.
So, I see a lot of people do that on Facebook. And I'm going to say this. You aired it out on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And got to share your emotional feelings on Facebook. Mm-hmm. You have to always be prepared for somebody to rebuttal what you're saying. And that's what the mother-in-laws did.
Yeah.
You came for her son. As a mama bear, she came to attack. Mm-hmm. You have every right to air your business out there, and she has every right to rebuttal it. Yeah. Like, that's just what she had. If you didn't want her to know, then, hey, you take her off your Facebook and do what I hear people say all the time, block her.
Yeah.
So then you don't have to worry about her. Like, that's just what it is. To get mad about something, like I said, even though everything you said could have been true, if the family doesn't know that it's true, you're actually attacking them as well.
Yeah.
You're not just attacking him. That's just how it is, I don't know what my boys do outside of the household, but if a girl come and attacking them, of course I'm gonna want to say something. But because I don't do all that back and forth on social media thing, when I'm seeing you, I'll do better, or I'll come at you directly. But to each his own. So that's my being neutral, because literally it is what it is. Just don't ignore it. And then that's what you can say. This is what I have to, you could easily rebuttal. This is what I have to deal with, and this is another reason. So anybody who wants to place, please let me know. Like that, so then, you can not play it off. Like, you kind of see what I'm going through. So ta-da, like
Yeah.
literally, it could stomp her like in her place
Mhm.
without you being ignorant and acting up and crazy to the point where nobody knows whose side to take.
Yeah.
And then they just taking whoever got the best lines, you know.
Exactly. That's
You-
just it's
You
like
know,
that.
it'd be like a Kendrick Lamar and Drake. We just picking who got the best, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you don't want that. The end is just like, see what I gotta deal with. So anyway, who wants the place?
Yeah.
I'm giving it away free. It's already paid for. Who wants it? I'm blessing somebody, and that's how it is. Like, let's just call it what it is. Getting mad that the mother is mad is irrelevant because if that was your son, you would be mad. Like, so you have to put it in perspective to understand
Yeah.
what the mother is feeling to be able to see somebody downing and talk about a child.
And that's true. I mean, at bottom line, we got Wellness for Frugal Mama saying, hey, all right, we got a Mr. Blue Carpet in the building. We've got Prince Daniel. Prince Daniel in the house. He said, hey, Lenore and Eli, I was
Hey.
wondering when you were going to post. He said,
Yeah.
congrats on getting married, nephew.
Yeah, your
Appreciate
nephew
it,
married
appreciate
now.
it. All right, Wellness for Frugal Mama says greetings to everybody.
Yeah.
All right, and thank you so much, Prince Daniel. I appreciate it. But yeah, so with that situation, I feel like, of course, there's definitely already a lot of tension with that. You know, with everything that's happened. You know, you got two parties who are, a family that thought they were coming together, and you find out probably not even that far in advance that things are not coming together. Because if you already got stuff paid for, you already kind of in a locked-in moment. You most likely have had friends and family getting ready for the wedding and everything like that. They might even bought dresses or whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's already upsetting for really everybody. And you could argue, do people have the right to be upset? Well, people are putting money on the line. I done bought me some new attire, or I done decided to put some money or get my money or present ready for whatever. It's finance, it's stuff like that. You got just a lot of tension in the air with that. So you coming on a social platform and vocalizing, and you already know, of course, you got nosy people who's already going to be in the mix. Family members, friends that's going to be posting and sharing it. Oh, look what she said. Because it becomes a game at that point. It's like, this is the new drama. Which one's going to speak first? It already steps into that. So
I just want my money back for the wedding dress. That's all.
well, as that
I'm
happens,
just saying. That's
and
all I
you're
want.
not going to get it because they both seem like they're in debt over this situation. So
Well,
you're not
hey,
getting that
now
dress.
I'm in debt too, so I need my money back for the wedding dress. Like, I had to wear certain colors and stuff to be at this wedding, and they decided not to get married. Well, I didn't sign up for the not to get married. I signed up for the marriage. So somebody better have me walking down the aisle with this dress on.
Oh, no. You'd be better off trying to donate that or do something to it. But anyway.
We going to court.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
I want my
Judge
money
Judy
back for
on the
my
case.
dress. Yeah.
But getting into it, I just think there's a lot of tension already there. So her pretty much airing out this dirty laundry.
Yeah.
I think there is a way you could just be forward and say, I'm trying to bless somebody without putting your personal details in it. But of course, you got emotions that you're trying to let out. Some people, they don't think before they are posting, or they just getting caught up in those emotions.
She might be a
And
person
so-
that posts on Facebook. That's what she does. That's
And
probably
and
why.
post her life.
That's why the son didn't get mad.
Yeah.
The ex-fiance didn't get mad because this is what she does.
Yeah.
Like, my sister is the person that posts her life on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she does. Like, regardless. So I can see my sister. I'll be like, why my sister putting this crap on Facebook? I always say that. It's like a daily. I can find something to figure out why my sister is posting something on Facebook.
Yeah.
But that's who she is. So now her and her man break up. Guess what? I know.
Yeah, you know.
I'm not going to be shocked that's on
everything leading
Facebook.
up to it, too. She
Yeah.
did this, da, da, da. So it could have been that same exact situation. Prince Daniel said most definitely, and they decided not to jump the, broom. I think is what you was trying to say,
Yeah.
Prince Daniel. But yeah,
It
I
is
just
what
think
it
that
is. And
I
it's
just
hard.
think that I don't necessarily think there's a wrong or right angle to any of this. Of course, the mom is going to jump up and feel like that. I don't know if everything should be done on social media. I can't necessarily agree with that.
Well, they both must be on social media for the mama to see it.
Well, the
She
mom
got
could
done
just,
so,
the mom
it
could have heard
is-
from a family member or something like
then
that.
you got on social media to
And yeah, to clap back. She
okay.
went to
So
clap
you
back.
clap back, and
Yeah.
now it is what it is.
Mhm.
If y'all want to battle on Facebook, it's entertaining for all of us. So
Yeah.
both of y'all's numbers will go up because we gonna be nosy and see who gonna win the battle. Like
Mhm.
you know, the Drake and Kendrick Lamar. My favorite is Chris Brown and Quavo. But hey, is it Quavo?
Yeah.
Is it Quavo?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing good with names.
Yeah, you just do that one off
Like,
really good.
yeah, that was my favorite one because Chris Brown, he did the best.
Mhm.
Like nobody topped Chris Brown. That's just
Yeah,
how
there
I
was nothing
feel.
else really had to be said. after
Yeah,
that.
like I mean, I see all these other ones, but Chris Brown, I really topped it. Like you had to break down the Kendrick Lamar song to me, but you know. But anyway, like I said, y'all can entertain Facebook people. Get your numbers up on Facebook
Just
by
so
the battle going on, you know, and we could be on there doing the battle. That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, that's all I can tell you now. I mean, y'all airing y'all business on
social media.
social media. That's what you do. My daughter, my foster daughter, she does that. She'll get mad and put all the stuff about me on Facebook, and I already know she's just a social media junkie. So my thing is, I don't even acknowledge her on social media. So after she fights, it's just it ain't nothing else to fight because I ain't paying her. She's irrelevant to me when it comes to social media. It's just what it is. Because there's people that fight really good behind the scenes, like social media, on the phone, through text and all that. But when you get face to face, they're quiet. That's just how people are. That's just what it is. But to be worried about that the mother-in-law's upset, no. You aired it, she clapped. Now you can clap back if you want. Y'all can play patty cake and clap. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I mean,
said Drake and Kendrick on mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Everything
saying.
should be on Facebook.
That's what people do. I believe your business should be your business, but you can't say my business if I told everybody my business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can't get mad at somebody that said, ooh, have an opinion about what you said when you post it on social media. It's different if I tell Eli something and he go tell everybody. That's a different conversation. But if I post it on Facebook and then Eli goes tell everybody, well, how dare I get... It's on Facebook. Like, why am I getting mad? It's on Facebook. That's all I'm saying. And like I said, you could easily nail it. This is what I got to deal with. This is one of the reasons why we broke up. That would have ended her conversation because she wouldn't really be wanting to be. Because the more she acted a fool, it's just proving your case. I don't give you different ways. Or, you can be quiet and just say, whoever wants it, this is how I'm going to do it. Put your name in this, tell me you want it, message me, I'll put your name in the box. This is where the location is, and I'll give it to you. It's free.
Yeah. Rob, he had a face palm on social media, period.
Well, to me that is just
Crazy.
Just don't. Just don't. To me, Facebook is doing too much, and it really makes you look like the clown at the end of the day when you're on a situation like this.
It's too late. It's already
Yeah,
done.
it's already done. I mean, that's the thing. So you can either stop while you get ahead, or just continue to, exactly. Keep entertaining the folks. Keep
And like I said,
giving
this
them
is
that
a way to
popcorn.
get your views up, your numbers up.
So-
Like, really it is. Because a lot of people, even if we act like we're not trying to get paid, if you could get a paycheck,
Sure,
I
you
guarantee
take this
you.
now on TikTok. Oh, I had a viral Facebook post. My mother-in-law, or would have
Let
been
me
mother-in-law,
tell you the drama of my mama.
Break it
You
down.
know, my mother-in-law.
Capitalize off the. If you
Or
don't
let
mind
me tell
being
you the
vocal,
drama
might as
of
well.
almost could have been my mother-in-law. There's a lot. There's that one lady who got the show, she did a show, what was it called?
Why
Did I Get Married?
That's not what it's called.
No, it's not.
It's called Why the Blank Did I Get Married? But
Yeah.
yeah.
Who did I get married to?
Oh
So-
yeah. Who? The mess that I married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the F did I marry? There you go.
Yeah.
So you can get you something, you can get paid, and if that's what you try to do, get paid. Like, but understand with being in that situation of getting paid, There's going to be always some backlash.
Well, we got to get into this next situation here. We have that situation. Oh, we got somebody in the place. So before we move on, we're going to go ahead and welcome him. We got somebody in the place. You know who it is. She's saying hello. It's Stay Stace.
Hey, Stay
Stay in the building. Welcome in, Stay.
Yeah.
So stepping into this next topic, all right? We had that couple that was together for 10 years, didn't get married. This is a different story, all right? This is, presumably a couple that got married. They're actually similar age to them, the ones that who didn't. So they're early 30s, and they've been together for about somewhere around 10 years. I don't know the exact time frame, but throughout that time, they've been knowing each other for 3 years to get married, and then they've been together for 8 years. So,
total.
Yeah, exactly. So, with that being said, everything's going good for them. I mean, they've been building together. They have 2 kids. Everything's happy. Everything is cheery. But something happened, and it's kind of got her spiraling towards a bad direction. So during this whole time, the husband, when he gets upset, he just does what he does. Might walk away or cool down, whatever it may be, but it's never anything crazy. So something different happened this time, and it's just not moving right with her. So they got into an argument, and apparently things have climaxed, heated. He decided he was gonna leave. All right, and he was only gone for he's like 40 minutes away, so it was a 40-minute drive. And then she has his location, so she knows where he's at. And apparently he was at an apartment, and he's been there for an hour and 30 minutes. And so she don't know whose apartment, and again, they're married, and so she don't know what's going on. She don't know if she's cheating. She don't know if she's in her mind about it too much. What would you recommend for her in this situation?
I'm not understanding.
So pretty much, they had got into an argument. He had left, went on a drive, and she has his location. So his location said that he was at an apartment she's not familiar with, and he's been at that apartment for an hour and 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And so now she's skeptical that he's cheating on her. What do you recommend for her in this situation?
I'm gonna say this. I feel like this question to us is basically, you have been stalking your man for a while, and the argument probably was about him going somewhere that wasn't supposed to. And this is not something personal. And I'm gonna just say, me and Chris get in an argument, he leave. I don't care if I do got his location. Unless something tell me he might be hurt or damaged, I'm not looking at where his location is. I'm mad. I need to breathe. I need to let it go. My thing is, if you have to stalk a man or search him or whatever, you shouldn't even be with him. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't look for my man to cheat. I'm never looking for Chris to cheat. I was never looking for my first husband to cheat. It was never something that was on my mind. Like, oh, he's cheating. I think we do that, and we have that in our mind. So any little evidence will always gear us to a man cheating. My thing is, if you have to feel like that and you got to be that overprotected over your man, you're the one that's going to cause him to cheat. You can be like, well, that doesn't cause, it does. Because if I don't feel like I'm trusted with you, Steve over here, I can trust, because he trusts me 100%. Like, why am I married to you? You don't trust me. I'm not married to Steve. And he trusts me to not be sleeping with my husband, to not be doing this. I mean, how he got more trust in that than you on me? Like, I said, you could push somebody over the edge with your craziness. I'm not saying it's okay for that person to cheat. Why are you not in the camera? I'm not saying that person's not okay. It's okay for that person to cheat. I'm just saying, don't look for it.
Yeah.
Even if the evidence, unless you see a full page on, like, I saw him, I wasn't paying attention, and boom, he was cheating. Okay, you have a right to do whatever happens. But when you go looking for it, sometimes you're gonna find something you don't want to find, and then that's why people go. That's why I look for it. Just you're not gonna do anything about it because if you were gonna do something about it, the moment you felt like your man was cheating, you had already left. You don't need proof that your man is cheating if you feel he's cheating. So you just want to act a fool and then him beg you back. There's this whole scenario that you have going on in your head of what should happen, and if you don't do it, you're gonna be all in your feelings and like, why? What's wrong with me? Blase, 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 is what you're going to do. So my thing is, if my scenario is completely wrong, leave it alone. He's not dead. If he's dead, then you can say he went to this apartment over here. That's where his phone last was. That's where I don't, literally stop doing that private investigating stuff.
Yeah,
it's not healthy for your relationship.
If you go looking for it, you'll find what you're looking for.
Exactly.
Just wait until he gets home and ask him where he went.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think definitely when you add the more complexity, you just add more pressure and strain in a relationship. And it's felt, I think, doing all that, everybody knows when they're being watched or surveyed. Mm-hmm. He could even be doing this just because.
That you watch it, he knows.
Exactly. Just for
he
you to
he can always turn off his location.
Exactly. So, I mean, it really can be so many different angles, and I think if you again are coming with that energy, with that intention, then it's like you're really messing up a good thing that y'all have going on. Y'all, outside of this little argument, happily married, y'all have kids together, y'all have a good life. It seems at this moment, and I think something like that is added stress, added pressure that just doesn't need to be there. And it's kind of fabricated because, you're not making it to fit this situation. And I think in general, when it comes to this whole situation, just looking at it in complete totality, it's just like, if he just is going on a drive and you're assuming that he's doing something, is there a reason why you're assuming? Like there has to be some reasons why you're feeling this way. Are you not doing something, or is he being suspicious? Whatever it may be, I think once you do what Stay says, stop looking for it, wait for him to come home and ask. You already have the evidence that you need if you want to confront him and take this to a different level or whatever.
I believe that's what the argument was.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think he's trying to give her what she wants because he's probably fed up. It's not too many arguments that you're going to get where a person just ups and leaves. And that's why I believe you were already doing all this investigating, and now you just come to so you can have somebody agree with you and justify your actions on stalking him. Stalking your husband. That's just stupid. It doesn't make sense. I don't know how to say it in a polite way because somebody should have told you, stop. Like, we grown now. We ain't doing this. Mm-hmm. And then why did we get married if we don't trust our man? That's the thing. You can't build a great relationship without trust, so you don't trust him. And I know, and you can say that's not what the argument was about. There's no way in the world this argument made you go look at his location. I'm mad. Chris, leave. Now I'm even extremely mad because how dare you leave while we arguing? So now I'm pissed. I'm already in my head. This fool just left. He can leave then. If he want to leave, he can leave. Mm-hmm. You don't just leave in no argument. If you want to leave, bye. Let me help you pack. So I'm in a whole different mindset to figure out what location he's at. I'm not even there to think about it. Like, that's just not where I'm at. So I just think that's what our conversation was about. I could be completely wrong, but I think that's what the argument is about. You just want us to justify it, and I'm not going to justify it.
All right. Well, getting into it, we got to welcome somebody in. Not just any file. We got the Bud Files. Bud Files in the building.
Yeah.
And Stacey said, and if an argument makes him cheat, then he's been cheating.
Exactly.
All right. We got to get somebody in here. We got to welcome them in. It's GJ34. GJ3 is in the building. GJ3. So, there's a lot of details that come along with people trying to prove if the one that they're with is cheating or not. And sometimes even consequences if they, in the end, are wrong about the accusations. All right. So, you could build the whole case, but if you aren't wrong, if you're not right about the whole situation, there's no point in doing all this, I feel, Yeah, I feel like that was a pretty wild one. I think again, it comes to like fill in the blank on why that's the assumption. Your partner is gone. Could go anywhere. Could go to a friend's house, be playing the game or just expressing themselves to them. But instead, you're assuming that
he's cheating. So you already thought he was cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm saying this was a
but,
build up.
And if you already have that mentality, imagine how it is during this argument or whatever it may be. If you're already assuming the worst of your partner, again, that lack of trust that whatever it may be always shows, is always felt.
Yeah.
So even if you're not directly expressing that or saying and conveying that message is still felt regardless. GJ3 said there's a lot to consider when you want to say someone is cheating. So make sure that you're sure before confrontation.
Exactly.
But Prince Daniel's in here. He said he has a question. How do you know if your husband or wife is cheating without your spouse knowing that they cheated?
Usually you get a feeling. Like if you are one with each other, literally. And I'm going off my first marriage. When you're one with somebody, there's something that's off. And you sometimes can't put your finger on it. I use this example because this is what I believe. And me and my first husband, like I said, we were married. And there's things that he does all the time. And one of it, sorry for the foul conversation, never happened. He'd be in the bathroom on the toilet. He would want me to stay in there. And I'll be like, no. And it's a normal little cute, I'll call it like foreplay argument conversation. So it wasn't a real argument. It was just like, no, I'm not staying in here with you. You stink. Da, 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 da. We laugh and call it a day. One time he was on the toilet. And I went in there. And he put the phone down. And he rushed me out the bathroom. There's not a time he's ever rushed me out the bathroom. So I'm like, what's going on? So, because I'm nosy, not thinking he's cheating, just like, what's going on? I go upstairs, and back in the day, this is what I had to do with landline phones. I unplugged the landline phone, took the phone off the hook, and plugged it back in and listened to the conversation. Realized he was talking to another woman and he cheated, and that's when I went for a walk to talk to him. I wish I would have did what my mama told me and never confronted the situation. Just got ready to leave. But in my head, I felt like if I confront the situation, he was going to change. He'd be like, I'm sorry, I would never do it again. And then it was just going to be about us and we could get over it. One, I couldn't get over it. Two, he couldn't get over what he was doing. So it was what it was. But I feel like you can feel it. Like sometimes we ignore the signs that are given to us when a partner is cheating. And as I said, you don't really need somebody to tell you that your man is cheating. You don't really need the woman to tell you that he's cheating. You can kind of feel it. Like, you can kind of feel it. Like, you could be in a room and be like, something's off. Why are these two bothering me? And no, there's something going on. But what happens is we feel the need to have proof to be able to say you cheated.
Stacey said when they're accusing you of cheating, they're cheating.
Yes. So my thing is, if you have to be in that situation, my thing is, if you need to be able to know for sure that somebody's cheating, just don't say nothing at all. It will unveil. Mm-hmm. The truth will come out clear as day. Like, better than if you search for it. It will come out in your hand, and you can look at it and lift it up and go, I see you cheating, clear as day. So nobody can ever back it out, but just don't let it be known that you know or that you feel like he's cheating. Just start keeping a distance and leave it alone. No sex, no nothing. Just keep a distance. Because you got to protect yourself, because if you're cheating, you don't want no diseases, so keep a distance.
Well, Prince Daniel said, not rushing you out the bathroom.
Yes, and normally he was making sure, it was like, that was our little foreplay that we did. I always call it like funny little stuff that couples do. I call it a little foreplay. And that was our little foreplay. So when he didn't do it, I was like, wait a minute, he just rushed me out the bathroom.
Yeah, it's a whole
realization. And I was like, why? And I even asked, why did you rush me out? Because it stinks in here, such and such, he said. And I'm like, but that's the whole reason why we played the little cat and mouse game. Like, I wasn't in the mood to play the game, but I'm now want to know why we didn't play the game, you know? So, but if you're not into your spouse that way, then yeah, you do need a different type of evidence. But I think if you're close to your spouse, you can tell the difference in your spouse, male or women. And women are better cheaters to me than men are, and I believe that you can tell even from a woman if you're close to her, if you're connected to her. But usually, unless it's just a cheating woman, if a woman cheats, you lost connection from her anyway. So that's probably why you can't even pay attention. If she does the whatever the four signs and the basic things that she does with a man, y'all not paying attention to the little bitty thing, the little bitty things that she did. Y'all looking at the normal stuff. Well, she's cooking, she's cleaning, kids are taken care of, and there's nothing wrong. But y'all not paying attention to she used to cuddle up to you at night. She been hot lately, you know. You guys start making up excuses on stuff when the women start being distant.
Well, States, they said, unless they've never been faithful, I know a man who's on his second wife, and one of his side pieces have been there for 20 years.
I just don't know why you want to be a side piece for 20 years. I need to talk to the side piece. Like, what the heck is going on? Why you want to be in that position between? Why couldn't you be the next woman? Like, why are you always a side piece?
And Prince Dan said, yeah, I think women are better cheaters as well.
Mm-hmm.
GJ3 said, if one suspects that their spouse is cheating, then pay attention, because there will be signs depending on what kind of person you're with. So make sure that you know certain things to tell about your own spouse. So when you get married, everyone, because it will help you. Certain situations were to occur between the two of you. And Prince Daniel said, when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. But you know what? And I have to say this too to go with that, because I don't want it to make it seem like women are always right when they feel like a man is cheating. If you already have issues being suspect that a man is going to cheat on you, you're not going to feel it right anyway, because you always going to make up a belief. I'm talking to secure women when I say you will know, or secure men when I say you will know if your man or woman is cheating. But if you one of those people that always got to check up on your man's Facebook account, you got to check up on him where he at, you got to pay attention to where his locations is and all that. No, you're just out there. And if he cheated, he probably cheated because he was tired of you telling him he was cheating, so he cheated. But I'm talking for women who are secure, ain't looking to see if they man cheating, ain't paying no attention. But wait a minute, why are you driving differently? You used to drive with one hand and had a little lean, you know, like a gangster lean, to now you sitting properly like this. When did that start happening? Like, something ain't right. Now I need to keep one eye open, because I've known you for years with the gangster lean, and now you sitting all prim and proper. Those are little signs you will know the difference of. Mm-hmm. But if you always, with every relationship you with, it can be your first relationship to your 100th relationship, but you always suspected your man cheating, oh, I can't give you that advice. Don't take the advice that I gave, because you're already crazy.
Well, Rob said what's done in the dark will come to light.
Yeah, it will.
And Prince Daniel said it definitely will.
Yeah, but for crazy people, it takes, they find light for no reason. And a man can't give you a surprise because you all up in his business. He can't do anything special for you because you're going to think he's cheating. So you're missing out on a great relationship for no reason whatsoever.
Well, this situation is pretty crazy, and it's I wouldn't necessarily even say it's relationship advice. But we're gonna go ahead and close out with this one, because this one it's a wild ride. All right. So we've got a young lady. She's approaching her 30s. She has 2 kids, and her father is kind of in and out of life because he has an addiction that he's facing. But all that to say, he called CPS on her about some type of situation. So he called the Child Protective Services on her, opened up a case, right? And so they were going through the case and everything like that. But the person who's handling this case was a young lady, right? And it comes out between the situation that the child's father has been having relations with the CPS worker, and it's just making. She had found this all out, and this was like very shocking to her, really like disturbing to her, and she already don't really want to have a connection with father outside of the kids. This made it a little bit more difficult, and she's more so not wondering how she can emotionally move on, but how like she should move forward with this whole situation. Because she wants to continue, of course, doing what's right, allowing the kids to have a relationship, but this was a wrong situation. So, what would you recommend for this young lady in this situation? They got kids together. He called CPS, and they end up getting with the CPS caseworker.
My best thing is to tell you to report the CPS worker and to get a restraining on both of them. And explain in detail that, he got with the CPS lady and made her do a report on her to mess up their relationship. Now she's in a case, whatever the case is that she's in with DHS, CPS or whatever, and let it be known that this is part of like stalking and stuff like that, and what the whole situation is. And then of course I'm gonna report it to your capital. Don't report it to the local CPS. Like go above everybody's head and let them know, yes, she's dating my baby's daddy. This is what's been going on. And then all of a sudden he was able to get a case on me for no reason whatsoever. I haven't harmed my kids or nothing, but because he's dating her, able to get through. So she used her position to satisfy her man to attack me. So I got problems. So I can take everybody to court, really, because this is really inappropriate. And if you want to take them to court, have a lawyer talk to everybody. That's the best way to do it. So everybody just contact the lawyer. So you just get I'm going to backtrack. Get you an attorney. Have that attorney help you get a restraining order and to attack the case worker and the state for having the case worker doing this. Boom. Case closed. Do what you got to do. Deuces. And my thing is, and that still will be up to you, get full custody. So that means whatever you choose, it is, because you got your attorney, so get full custody of your children. So then if you want them to have visitations, they can always have phone conversations. Visitations will be on the ground that you approve of and how visitations should be, and that's it. So with all this, do it. And I'm telling you guys this. Give full custody of your kids so stuff like this can't happen. Because you think, because I have a kid, I'm going to be right. Give full custody. I don't care what you have in your mind. Just give full custody of your kids. Save yourself. Cover yourself. Best way I could tell you to do it. So, yeah. And he making it easy for you to get full custody. So, get full custody. Don't be like, I don't want to do that to him because I didn't. No, get full custody. And then you can still have him visit the child, all that. But it be under what you say. And there's nothing that could change. He can't fight it because you're the full custodian parent.
So that's what you would recommend. How would you face this situation on the personal level? You would move all.
Oh, that's exactly what I would do.
You do.
I would have got an attorney. I'm suing her personally. I'm suing the state personally, and then I'm getting full custody and a restraining order on everybody, on that lady and them, because you are putting me through hell for no reason. Me and my kids are important, and you guys now are damaging me and my kids' stability. I had to lose wages, blah, blah. Oh, no, we're going to court.
I feel like even just beyond that, the situation is just very foul. Like, you report the mother for seemingly no reason. I mean, she's got the custody, so she's doing well enough. It seems like
we don't know if she got the custody.
Well, yeah, but she's taking care of the kids most of the time. Let's say that.
Yeah.
She's taking care of custody. We don't know anything about that, but she's taking care of the kids most of the time. And I could say, all right, maybe you want to get something in writing and get this figured out, whatever it may be. But to call and then, I just think it's like, what's your intent is in question. Because it's not, I don't think what happened was they were together before. But I think, they got together after. And they're not in a relationship, but some business was handled and it wasn't official. So I just think with that situation, it's just not right.
Yeah.
And even as the worker, the person who's working for CPS, you would think you would have kind of like a system towards like, of course these people are off the table. Any person that I have any dealings with, both sides of the coin, that shouldn't even be an option. But I don't know. I just think it's a crazy situation, and it's crazy that it all has happened like that. And I think what you said, Queen Lenore, everything that you had backed up, is definitely the right way to move with a situation like that. Because otherwise, I mean, it's just gonna spiral out and get crazy and crazy. You can take control of the situation right now. That is, for one, that's a malicious practice, based off of her getting with the father of the children. And then on top of that, again, like Queen Lenore said, you can even take him to court, because it seems like same on his side. It
is. It's harassment and it's defamation of character. It's all kinds of stuff. So like I said, I would do it all. Everybody's going. Everybody's suing in jail. Everybody. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you are, and you got to understand, whoever is over the person, they got to lose their job too, because you just didn't get approved to come attack me without getting permission to come attack me. So everybody getting it.
Yeah.
Just everybody in the club getting it. So.
GJ3 said both men and women cheaters. Just watch the TV show Cheaters and find that some have been known to be very slick. So know who you get married to, everyone, before you get married. So even the slickest one can also appear to be true.
That's true.
And he said, though some are known to have been able to forgive, not all of them do. There's many details with this topic today, so I'm just listening. But the only way to get through anything is if everybody's willing to talk right to each other. But if you can't come to talk right towards each other, then it's going to have a hard time getting through it.
Exactly.
Stacey said,
everybody in the club getting tipsy, They all, because I'm just saying, it's like, we went too far, When you called DHS and you didn't have no proof of me doing anything wrong to our kids. And then I was like, how did that even get DHS's attention? Because they usually say, you have to go to court and try to get custody of the kids. So and I knew it too, because when he was saying it, I said, that CSD lady is dating him, and she used her job position to lose her job. That's so cute. You don't lose your job. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job.
Well,
hey.
Prince Daniel said,
that's how you should walk in the court, with that song playing in the background. You about to lose your job. Because you about to lose. Because that's just, it's ridiculous.
It's malicious practice. Prince Daniel said there's always co-parenting. I don't even think.
We ain't co-parenting.
It's past,
you lost co-parenting rights when you did the CSD thing. You lost
foolishness. You got to welcome somebody in, though. All right. We're going to be actually live with them this week. On Saturday, right?
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Who you live with?
Oh, we got some
y'all
folks in the
be
building.
Live?
We got
Events Yours! Yes, come check it out.
Is in the building. We're going to have that posted up.
Yeah.
Y'all going to have to check us out. We're going to be live over there.
Yeah. It's what women want versus what men want.
Absolutely.
What women want is way more important than what men want.
So, as you can see, this conversation is already going to get very
It's getting deep right now, because what we want is way more important than men want, right, Elijah? Speak on behalf of men.
As a freshly married man, I'm going to have to choose my words on this conversation. But Rob said, if we so called to be Christian and believe in the Most High, just know that as long as you believe and pray to Him, She have no worries.
There you go.
All right.
That's a good word
Hey,
right
Rob said I heard
That's it.
crickets.
Because you know,
I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on that one.
you can't because we about to be
Event,
live on
event yours,
Saturday.
say it again for those in the back.
Okay.
You're gonna have to figure out my answer on
Okay,
Saturday.
here we go. Ready, everybody? It's what men want versus what women want, and I'm saying what women want is all that needs to be said.
Stay, say lie. You in danger.
So all that needs to be said is what we want stands firm. What men want, it's a little shaky.
All right. So
Don't you
we're
agree,
gonna-
Elijah?
We're gonna have to
Because
see.
you're newly married, don't you agree, Elijah?
We're gonna see.
Elijah,
on,
don't you agree?
Saturday we'll have this conversation over at Event Yours channel. So everybody stay posted on that.
Yes.
It's gonna be live. Thank you for posting that, GJ3. We appreciate
Yes.
it. And yeah, I have no further words on this topic.
Because he agrees.
Until Saturday.
He agrees.
Till Saturday.
He
I
agrees.
can see where we're going with this conversation. Rob said we all know what we want, but we do. But what do we need together as a family and community?
That's a
Absolutely.
good way to say it, G.
Yeah.
See, if Eli could learn to talk like that, he'd be all right.
Yeah.
But that is so true, GJ.
Uh-huh.
That is so true.
No, this is Rob. Rob.
I mean, Rob, that's
Rob's
true.
coming
Rob,
with the
sorry.
facts right
yes,
here.
that's so true, Rob.
And so yeah,
Even though we still stand firm on
I appreciate it, Rob. I
women's
appreciate it.
wants.
I
What's it
appreciate
that say?
Rob.
Happy wife is happy what? Life.
Yes.
You want to live a happy, long life.
Yes, you do. And,
Live
and
long,
a happy
long time.
house is a happy spouse as well, you know, or a happy spouse, happy house. You know,
I know,
so
and that still
it's-
goes for the woman.
Yes, and it's everything.
As long as a happy wife, spouse.
You know, Rob said,
all happy.
we know what we want, but what do we need together as a family? It's about that unity.
That's another, and together as a family, as a unity, is to make sure the wife is happy.
Rob said he'll learn Queen, young man.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely, but
I'm just saying.
we're gonna
This
chop
is
it
why
up.
he gonna be having issues, and I'm over here trying to school him, Rob, and he ain't listening.
Rob said happy spouse, happy house works both ways. Absolutely.
It does, and both,
Absolutely.
the wife is a spouse, and the wife is wife.
Yeah. Yeah. And her happiness is all about that.
That's
So-
all I'm trying to say.
we're
High
gonna-
five.
We're going to go ahead and have this conversation on Saturday with Event Yours.
Yeah, we don't know
All right.
how the topic is gonna go, but I was just feeling like we should give you a little piece so you'll know to be ready to see how far
Yeah.
the rabbit hole that Eli is about to dig for
goodness
himself.
gracious. There's no rabbit hole. I got my pinpoints already written down. I'm ready. But
He ain't got nothing written down. Ask him about his vows. He ain't got nothing written
Pause.
down.
See, this is what I'm saying. So we're gonna go ahead and hop off. We thank y'all all for being here. We had a
We
great
did.
conversation. Rob said, listen to Queenie lie. You also have to learn to agree to disagree. Keep happiness afloat.
That's all I'm trying to say.
So
And then you be happy. You'll get a good meal. You sometimes give some massages. It just depends on how happy the wife is.
Mhm.
But if the wife ain't happy, you gotta be like, where my shoulder hurts, and she gonna go, I know mine too. Why don't you get over here and massage?
Rob said, I got 26 and count.
Thank you. Rob was trying to teach you something right here.
Mm-hmm.
And you try, and you see, he trying not to listen. This is what I said. Hard head makes a soft behind.
Stay said, I'm waiting to see those vows. The wedding was beautiful.
Yes, I'm glad to show you the vows.
Rob said, yes, Queen. I'll agree with you on that.
Yes, just saying.
So, yes.
You see, we're
We're gonna
in
be
a conversation quickly.
No, we're going to be over on Event Yours.
Yes.
Having this full discussion, chopping it up.
Yeah,
And I think it's going to be a great time.
I think so too.
But for the moment, we're going to go ahead and hop off. We thank you for
Yes.
all y'all different questions and participation with different topics.
Yes.
Just to go everything briefly, we talked about a lot of different things. Everything from the title and thumbnail.
Yeah.
With the situation with the Facebook blowout.
The 10 years.
Yeah, then we had the 10 years being together. Then she went to the wedding and it was like, I had a whole kind of like maybe midlife crisis. you could really
Meltdown.
say. Yeah, she was going through something because she was wondering, it's 10 years when is he gonna
Exactly.
propose?
Yes.
Then we just had the situation where the wife was over here looking up on his location and everything after they got into an argument.
I'm trying to say
And
he
he
cheating.
was driving for about 40 minutes and he's been at this apartment complex for an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And she's thinking something is going down. So, yeah, there are a lot of different topics. We even just talked about the CPS worker handling business with one of the
Sue the whole
clients.
state. Everybody,
Yeah.
sue everybody. Everybody
So
getting sued.
it's been a lot of different topics of discussion today. The first one we started with was the person who had it's a couple. The boyfriend had got mad that they was planning having this talk about
Oh, I forgot
and
about
being
that
in a
one.
coma, and so she had said, "Oh, you in coma for a long period of time. I might have to find another hand to hold." He blew up, kicked her out, said, "Go to your mama's house," and yeah. So a lot of different conversations being had. Rob said, "Glad you made. We glad
I'm
that
glad
you
you
were
made
here."
it too, Rob.
DJ3 said, "If you would like to join Love and Live show, the YouTube channel, feel free if you'd like. Yeah, we appreciate that." Rob said, "Facebook is a mess for real, y'all.
Yeah.
I had to break up a fight and everything. I'm too old to be breaking up fights."
See?
All right, he said, "Parents, control your children."
Uh-huh.
All over Facebook posts. But
I'm
yeah,
telling you. I thought Facebook was
he
supposed to
said,
be
"I'm
for
about
old
to
people.
delete my Facebook again." Too much foolishness. It really be too much. But we're going to go ahead and close out by saying,
Remember to love and live each day as if it were your last.
Thank y'all for watching. You guys take care.
Smooches!
Yo, L&L. L&L. Woo, woo, woo. Love and Live show. It's hot, taste the hot. I'm ready. Love and Live. Let's go. Love and Live show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your pop up. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and Live empire bringing all the heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo?
Bigger nephew.
Lenora. She know it's the truth. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love and Live show.
It's the love
Hey,
and live
hey.
show. It's the love and live show.
Love and Live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay. Love and live. Get up and stay. Love and live.
Love and Live each day as if it was your last.
Love and live show.
Smooches.